Mic check, mic check. We should be live. Hello. Well, I'm just going to post a few notifications, everyone. So we'll start with Discord. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Copy. And is Twitch working for notifications? I don't know. YouTube next. Your channel. Dave, welcome, mate. How's it going, buddy? Paste, post. There we go. Right, I just have to send some notifications out, guys, just to get the word out. Welcome, everyone. How's it doing? How we all doing? Yeah, it's working. Cool, mate. Yeah. Tommy, welcome, mate. Andrew, welcome. Dave. YouTube, Twitch is a bit slower at gaining viewers than YouTube. It's a bit slower than what I'm used to. It's all good though. I wonder if we can change this. This white balance. Is that any better? No, that's too bright, isn't it? Is that better? Is it focusing? I think so. Have I got conformal coating on my hands already? I think it's focusing. That camera is much better. Did you swap it or change something on the camera? It's a new camera, mate. It is a Sony DSC HX95. It's 4K output. 4K output at 30 FPS. Yeah, Steve B, welcome, mate. Yeah, it's a new camera. I had a few teething problems with it, but I managed to figure that out. So yeah, I've still got my Logitech Brios, but yeah. Oh dear. Right, hope we're all doing well. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for some more people to come in, I think. That is the one that was fuzzy the other day, mate. Yeah, I've just been messing with settings. I hooked it up to the computer in the house. My old streaming PC, because I've still got that. It's an 8700K. It's not as powerful. It's got more RAM, but the graphics card's not as good. So I hooked it up to the PC, and it worked perfectly first time. Once I changed the settings and put it into movie mode, and then I put it back in the workshop, and it wouldn't work again. So I looked into it, and it turns out that the capture card, when I'm using the camera for the capture card, on the capture card, it does not like being on a USB extension. Does not like it at all. And I've had to keep the HDMI cable as short as I possibly can. So it was a mixture between the wrong settings and not getting enough power, I think. Beeps, welcome, mate. Jinxie, welcome. Did you get any fuel yet, Jinxie? Got a weird Xbox One S here, Phil. Says no output to TV, retime a good, so guessing ESD. Possibly, mate, yeah. Has any work been done to it? But yeah, now I'm outputting to 4K but downscaling to 1080p, which is what I wanted to do. I'm not really bothered about 1440p because, I mean, Twitch doesn't really support it. It does, I think it does allow it, but it doesn't support it natively. And on top of that, there's not that many people that can actually use 1440p because a lot of people I've noticed are watching on TV, on like a small TV and stuff, according to my analytics. So yeah, it's I'm not really bothered about 4K and 1440p. I do like to film in 4K, but in terms of streaming, I don't mind 1080p. 1080p is perfectly fine for 99% of people. So I can downscale it to 4K. It makes it that little bit crisper. But now, if you remember the other day, yeah, I know I need a new mouse mat. This is covered in flux and all sorts now, but yeah, if you remember, all of these lines were jagged on this mouse mat. If I zoom in now, it's nowhere near as bad. Like, it's actually pretty clear. So yeah, it's much better. Let's see what I can do with the zoom. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I think it struggles to focus after the zoom so far. About there is the best I can get on zoom. But yeah, it's definitely a lot clearer. Definitely a lot clearer. It's all good. Seems to be working fine now. Right, we've got 22 viewers, so welcome everyone. Can I? No, I can't pin messages on here. That sucks. Right, I do have a little thing that I'm going to be doing because obviously we all know that Twitch subscriptions cost money, but you can do it for free. So what I'm going to do, like if you link your Amazon account, you can get a Twitch Prime subscription for free. I've got 40 Twitch subs right now, which is great. But when I get to 100, I'm going to attempt a CPU swap on a Nintendo Switch for fun. Finally caught a live stream. Welcome, mate. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, when I get to 100 Twitch subs, I'm going to be trying a CPU swap on a Switch for fun, just for fun. Right, so let's get into one then. So we should have enough viewers now, I think. 22 viewers, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so this is this was sent by Console Repair London. There's nothing on the ticket. It just says free inspection. So I don't actually know what's wrong with this. So we're going to find out together, I suppose. How do you link with Prime in Twitch apps? I don't actually know. Does anyone know how to link to Prime on the Twitch app? Let me have a look. Twitch. There it is. Your live, long press on your avatar to go straight to Stream Manager. I don't want to. Go away. That's a good. Yeah, I don't actually know. God knows. Dear. I don't actually know, mate, to be honest. Click the title and there should be a subscribe button, then you can link. Oh, okay. Thanks, Jinxie. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated, bud. I can't see that because when you subscribe to Twitch, when you're streaming on Twitch, you've automatically got a subscription to yourself, basically, like a tier 3 subscription. It allows you to use all of the emotes and stuff. Talking of, I have enlisted the help of someone from TheCod3r to get me some new emotes. So, he sent me a little mock-up of what he's going to be sending me earlier on today. So, these are going to be fun when they actually come. Let me just find them. So this is a little mock-up of what he's designed so far. These are going to be emotes on the... hang on, let me turn this light off so it's not reflecting. So these are going to be emotes that you can use when you're a Twitch subscriber. And there's some more coming as well. So I've ordered 5. I've got him to make me 5. It's 5 custom emotes for Twitch and YouTube. Not just for Twitch, just for YouTube. For YouTube as well, for channel members on YouTube. That you'll be able to access. I'll be using them a lot. Yeah. They're going to be awesome, mate, when they come. It cost me just under £10 for 5, which is pretty good, to be fair. It's not bad at all. I couldn't do it off your phone, you had to do it off your PC. Oh, okay. Should be on cups. Good point. Technically, they're mine. I can do with them what I want because I've paid for them. So, technically, I can use them for commercial use. Right, so let's figure out what's wrong with this. I'm pretty sure he said something about a beep on, beep off, but I don't know. Okay, it's turning on. Okay, it's turning on. So it's not a beep on, beep off. Red Bull, not coffee. I drink Red Bull every day. 1 can a day. 2 if I go to London. I drink 2 if I go to London. 1 on the way there, 1 on the way back. I could put them on cups. That'd be quite cool. It's a good idea. Right. Let me see what we got going on. GC Brain, welcome, mate. Okay, that's booting. Huh. Balls. There is actually an email coming that says "Get your balls out." I'm not even joking. I'm being deadly serious. There's one coming that says "Get your balls out." It's going to be pretty funny. Right, I need a controller. What's actually going on with this then? Watch how quick these controllers sync. Actually, I'd have to show you here. These controllers I fixed the other day. Watch this. Watch how quick they sync. You ready? Right, so that's flashing. You see that? It's so quick on these new controllers. It's unreal. So quick. Okay, that is actually... No, that's not... Never mind, that's not synced. That's synced to the PC. There you go. See that? So quick. Yeah, one's going to say nice fix. Let me see what I actually asked him to do. There was rip CPU, nice fix, get your balls out, free Freddy, no, save Freddy, and one other one. Bear with me. Fiver, 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 fiver. Where's fiver gone? There. Timeline. Requirements. Right. RIP CPU. Nice fix. Get your balls out. Save Freddy and pad puller. That's what's going to be on there. Why has YouTube got monetization off for my last live stream? Mind you, there's no point because you don't actually make anything on them. Yeah. But yeah, it should be pretty dang fun. You have a new sub out. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate the sub. Thank you, mate. Yeah, when I get to 100, I'm going to try and do a CPU swap. Because bear in mind, I mean, Twitch is technically free for subbing if you've got Amazon Prime. So, right, I need to see what's wrong with this. So, oh, lovely. Switch to 4K. Okay, right. I don't. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, hang on. Did that not go to 4K then? TV and display. Yeah, it's on 4K. So what's wrong with this console? Right, I'm going to have to switch screen in a sec. That's got a passkey on it, so I'm going to have to put my own password in. Afternoon, Lee. Welcome, mate. Wushy as well, by the way. Welcome. Sorry, I missed a bit of chat there. Sorry, guys. As long as you don't draw in any of these local shops down my way, driving me insane now, practicing on customer consoles. Oh, mate, I had that last night. You should have seen it last night. Something that was so simple getting destroyed. Yep. Update time. Oh, lovely. We've got to do an update before I can even sign in and figure out what's wrong with it. So I guess I'm talking to you guys for a bit. Well, it can have Ethernet then because I ain't sitting there and waiting for Wi-Fi. Check how quick this updates now because it's connected through Ethernet. Which is, it should give me full speed. Do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new emotes coming. I don't know how long it takes Twitch to approve them though. YouTube usually takes around about a day, and that should be done at the end of today, hopefully. I'm gonna get some more ordered up as well. They cost like a tenner for 5 off this guy on Fiverr. I tend to enlist Fiverr a lot lately for graphic design because I suck at it. I'm no good at graphics design. Alright then, YouTube ain't giving me any. Xbox ain't giving me any decent speeds. I don't understand what could be wrong with it. Oh, the wiggle test's a little bit iffy. Let me just clean out the port a little bit. Sorry, not the port, the cable. Boom. 3.1 gig remaining. Oh no, never mind. There was flux on my cable. Wiggle test fine. 2.9 gigabytes remaining. It won't take long to download that update. 4.4 gig. It's not that long. Paul, welcome, mate. Who are the mods? Same mods as YouTube, mate. Jason, welcome. Paul Willis is RB King 80, by the way. Don't want to be RB. Just said it as I mentioned it. Oh dear. I went to drink that then. I'm not even joking. I went to drink that then. So the reason I was mentioning, the 100 Twitch sub goal is because Jason mentioned it earlier. As in Jason's Electronics Repair, Jason. He mentioned it earlier and he said, "Oh, you should do some rewards for when people subscribe to you on channel members and YouTube." And it's actually a good idea. Like if we, like, because obviously as the Twitch channel grows, like, there's going to be more and more people that do subscribe through Twitch Prime because it's free, and that's why Twitch streaming is so lucrative compared to YouTube. Because YouTube, you barely even get any ad revenue, whereas Twitch, I mean, Twitch is actually pretty good. I can show you my stats for Twitch. I don't know if I'm breaking any rules, but I don't care. Fuck 'em. It's my information, and I'll show it if I want to. Yeah, if I go to my channel analytics here, look, $90 in revenue. I know it's 47 hours stream, but you bear in mind, I wouldn't make that in 2 weeks on YouTube with live streaming. Like, it's not, YouTube don't pay nothing, not really. But we've got 41 now because we've had one today. So yeah, when I get to 100, I'm going to do a CPU swap just for funsies. But yeah, $90 in revenue off Twitch. But then if I go to YouTube, bear in mind I've only done a few streams on Twitch, and I upload and stream on YouTube on a regular basis, and it pulls in around about £700 a month. And I've only just started on Twitch, so Twitch pays a hell of a lot more than YouTube. I'm not doing it just for the money. I'm doing it because YouTube, to be honest, they don't like live streamers. They're just not set up for live streaming at all. I know it sounds daft, but it's true. Wrong camera, sorry. I know it sounds daft, but it's true. This is the one X from last night. No, that one's working, mate. I need to buy an SSD for it. Where are most of your subscribers and followers based? Mainly UK. YouTube is probably a better platform to look on analytics for that. I think something like 25% of my viewers are from the UK. Audience. And this is the reason I actually stream at night. Look, most of my viewers are active at night. Most of them are active at night. That's why I stream at night. But yeah, 23.7 UK, 22%. So coming in just behind is the US. And then we've got, like, you know, little bits of everything for all the rest of the countries. Check this out. This is pretty funny. Since I started streaming on YouTube, actually, how many subscribers have I lost in the past month? I've lost 323 subscribers this month and gained 923. But if you look at it over a lifetime, I've actually gained over 32,000 subscribers, but I've lost 5,000. That's not me doing anything wrong. It's, well, some of it is. Some people just don't like me because I'm an asshole sometimes, but oh well. No, you got to do what you got to do. I don't let anyone troll me. That's my problem. But yeah, most of it is where YouTube, like, YouTube tend to do kind of a purge of users where they find fake accounts and stuff. But yeah, you're going to lose subscribers. You're going to gain subscribers as your audience get older. They tend to move on to other things. So, like, you can't help losing subscribers. Some channels have lost millions. Like, I bet Linus Tech Tips, for example, has got, what, 14 million subscribers. I bet they've lost about 5 million. Like, it's just the way streaming. Well, it's just the way being a content creator works, but it is what it is. Right, that's just rebooted. But yeah, majority of my audience is UK. Jinxie, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that, mate. Muchas gracias. Foreigners wouldn't be able to understand the Black Country twang. That is very true. Now, you'll find out a lot of. Come on, reboot, you stupid thing. You'll find a lot of viewers will be based or will have a native language of the language you speak. Why is that not turning back on? Oh, no, it is. Okay, that took a while to reboot. That's weird. Yeah, most of your viewers are going to be speaking the native language. So if you're French, you're going to get mainly French people, Canadian people. You know, if you're Chinese, you're going to get mainly Chinese people. Well, maybe not because China doesn't have YouTube, I don't think. But yeah, you get the drift. It's going to be mainly people who speak your native language. Keith, welcome, mate. I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you? Been a #1 fan for over a year now. What, with me? You're definitely not my #1 fan. You troll me too much. You troll me too much, mate. Good, Keith. What if you're a yam yam? Well, I am technically a yam yam. Yam yam is actually Black Country. Yam yam is actually Black Country, the name for Black Country people. By the way, if there's anyone that thinks Black Country is racist, it's genuinely called Black Country because of the coal mines. It's not racist. I've had that before. Must have been watching for a year now. Oh, at least, mate. Yeah. Do you use Skype? No, mate. Well, I've got Skype, but I don't like it. I use it literally just for dual Twitch streams, and that's it. I don't even have it on my phone or anything like that. Why have I got something on my nose? Didn't think he was going to be on so early. Wayne is streaming at around about 7:45 UK time. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, my nephew is my #1 fan. He told me the other day. My 7-year-old nephew is my #1 fan. I don't need a status for Phil to know I'm the #1 fan. Oh dear. Yeah, my nephew actually told me. Well, it was a few weeks ago. He said, "Oh, you're my favourite YouTuber." I find it quite funny because I'm not even technically a YouTuber. I'm genuinely not. I'm a technician. I just make videos. I don't earn enough off YouTube to call myself a YouTuber, and I haven't earned that title yet either. So, yeah. Well, I don't actually know what's wrong with this console, to be honest. I might have to go and grab something else. I could message console repair London, but he's not going to be at work, so he's probably not going to know what's wrong with it. There we go. Just messaged him. Should do another stream with your nephew. To be honest, he's not going to fit in here. I've got way too much crap in here at the minute. I wouldn't mind doing one with him though. I wouldn't mind doing one. He seemed to enjoy it last time. Come on, Xbox. Pretty please. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one with him. 33 viewers now. Welcome everyone. So I've got to run through a test on this. This is a problem when you're working on consoles and they need an update. How long you live for? Till about 7:45, mate. So about 3 hours. Should be enough time to get a couple of repairs done at least. This one might have to go back in the queue, to be honest, until I get a response from Console Repair London. I do have an interesting one. It's an original Xbox One with no display, so that might be next on the cards. The problem with that is they're usually the South Bridge, so I don't know. FIFA 19 as a test this. That pissed a few people off, though, I know. No updates on retro consoles. That's very true. See, it's taking a disc as well. But yeah, I'm live for a few hours. I might go live again after Wayne's finished. I don't know yet. Depends what time he finishes. I don't know what he's got planned, to be honest, but I don't like to clash with other channels. And Wayne made a very good point earlier. He said, I can't compete with your viewers, and that is probably true. I know it sounds big-headed, but most of his viewers have come from my channel, so it's who they actually prefer watching. I don't actually know, but I don't think he'd get as many viewers as he normally would if I was streaming, so I don't want to compete with that. I don't want to actually mess his streams up, mess his analytics up and stuff, so yeah. I'm just talking to him now. I'm going to stream until you're ready to go live. There you go. Right. Just going to sign into my own account. I hope you don't mind me asking, but does streaming bring you extra business that you wouldn't get if you wasn't streaming? Yes, it does. Well, no, live streaming doesn't. Videos do. Live streaming I do for fun. There's no real. I mean, apart from now, not including now that I'm streaming on Twitch, there's no real financial gain to live streaming. I mean, you get the occasional donations and stuff like that, but it's not substantial enough to actually pay a livable wage for live streaming. I literally do it just for fun. Yeah, it's just for fun for me, live streaming. But videos do bring in extra business. I do get quite a bit of business from YouTube. So yeah, I do. It does technically pay money by making videos, or pay extra money that I wouldn't normally have by making videos, not including the ad revenue. Because it does bring extra custom in. I'm just going to sign into my account. See, this is a problem. I could have got a repair done by now, or at least partially done. That's the annoying thing. Crazy Gamer, welcome. Mr. Jason. Why isn't it adding my profile? In fact, why is it not connected to the Xbox network? Chris from YouTube chat. Hope you're all well. Welcome, mate. What's that noise? That is the controller, mate. It's clickety clickety. Right, it won't let me sign in for some reason to my own account. It's also not working on Ethernet. Oh, it is working on Ethernet. It's just actually picking up as the coder. Oh, there we go. Wired. There we go. That's my connection. I need to change the. I need to buy some new Cat6 connectors and just snip that connector and recrimp. Right, let me see if it'll let me add the account now. By the way, I was pressing a load of buttons because obviously the keyboard starts in a certain position. So I was pressing extra buttons so people can't work out my password. Because people already know my email. Sounds like a 1990s keyboard. Thank you, Wushy, for the Prime subscription. I appreciate that, mate. No, basically, these controllers are pretty brand new, so you can, well, not pretty brand new, they've been refurbished by me, so they are very, very, very responsive on the buttons. So basically, I don't want people to know my password, and because the keyboard starts in a certain position, it wouldn't be that hard for someone to work out where my what my password was based on button presses. So obviously, I just take a little bit of extra precaution because obviously my email address has been public that many times for signing into Microsoft that it wouldn't take much for people to work out the password. So I'll just press a few extra buttons on the key on the controller. Oh shit! I wasn't meant to put that. No barriers. All right. Sign in with Microsoft Authenticator. I should do. No, don't want Game Pass. Right, that's signed into my account. My games and apps. See all games. FIFA 19. Why is that fit? No, wait a minute. Why is that FIFA 19 demo? That's not right. I've got FIFA 19 in the disk drive. Is that loading the disk or what? Because I can't see it. I can't see the disk. Where is he? Don't want the latest version. I'm not seeing the disk drive, but it is picking the disk drive up. Oh, see it is. Oh, they're going nowhere. Solid. Too much weight on top of them. There's a load of disk drives on top of them. Unless that disk's just too damaged. Because it is fairly scratched up. Let's try FIFA 16. Wayne, welcome, mate, by the way. And to rebuild OBS. Oh, that sucks. I've had to do that before. Yeah, I don't. It's not loading a disk. Huh. So it's not loading a disk, but it's accepting the disk drive because I've updated it. How big is your shed? It's 10 by 8, mate. 10 foot by 8 foot. Right. So I think we're going to have a look at the disk drive then. Let's have a look at the disk drive. Why has it been sent to me for just a disk drive? You look knackered. I'm always knackered, mate. I am always knackered. I'll work myself into an early grave. Don't worry. Yeah, I am always knackered, mate. Don't worry about that. I'm used to it now. I work every hour I have, fortunately. And when I'm not working, I've got kids. So, yeah. I haven't had time to edit any videos this week, to be honest. I've got no videos to upload. I hate these Xboxes. Hate all Xboxes. You will give eventually. Pop. Destroyed you back on a CRT Monday. Oh, mate, I'm sorry about that. Nothing worse than a back pain. It really isn't. Nothing worse than a back pain. Nothing worse than these mats either. I unscrewed it the other day so I could move it. It just keeps moving on its own. It's called a pain in the arse. Oh dear. already getting emails of why isn't my stuff. Oh mate, yeah, yeah. You tend to get that a lot, to be honest. It's frustrating sometimes. I usually just reply and say it's in the queue. And if you want it pushing up the queue, you can pay an extra £20 for an expedited repair. Which I know that sounds a bit selfish, but it's supposed to be a first come first serve. So yeah, I tend to, unless I've paid for expedited repair, I just reply and say it's in the queue. Right. So I believe we've got a disk drive issue. So let's try and figure it out. Yeah, but they don't want to hear 1 to 2 weeks. I've got a 2-week wait on mine, up to 2 weeks on my stuff, on my repairs. It says 7 days, but it's generally 7 to 14 days. Usually it's not even 7 days, but I'll just put 7 to 14 days just to give myself that little bit of breathing room. Because if they know up front that it could potentially take up to 2 weeks, then you know they don't really get on your case that much, or at least most people don't. People don't want to hear that their device isn't fixable as well. I was at Console Repair London on Friday, and someone called Console Repair London about Console Repair London called someone about their repair, about how it was a no fix, and he was like, "Well, hang on a minute, it's under warranty." And he was like, "Well, we're not the ones that deal with the warranty. If it was under warranty, you should have sent it to Sony, not us. Like, if we'd have known it was under warranty, you wouldn't have sent it to us. Like, we wouldn't have accepted it." And that's the truth. If something's under warranty, I don't accept it. Neither does Console Repair London. Right, so I've got a feeling that this is going to be something on the board, not the disk drive itself. But let's just give the disk drive a swap over and just see if that fixes it. So I've got a donor disk drive here. Actually, let me inspect the cables first. Cables seem fine. If you took it to a third-party shop when it was under warranty, you have no more warranty. That's not actually true. It depends. If you, let's say for example, if you sent a console to me for a disk drive issue, like this, for example, if you sent a console to me for a disk drive issue that was under warranty, and then a week later it ended up with no power, the company can't just say, no, you've sent it to someone else. Like, the manufacturer can't just say, no, you've sent it to someone else, your warranty is void. They've got to categorically prove that what the third-party technician has done has caused the underlying issue, the issue that has been sent to the manufacturer for. So they can't just automatically void a warranty. They can't do that in the UK, in the US either. It's called the Magnuson-Moss Act. Not a lot of people actually know it, which is why the manufacturer gets away with it. But the Magnuson-Moss Act states that the manufacturer has got to categorically prove that what the other technician has done has caused the issue that it's been sent under warranty for. Well, that's new. That's a customer drive. Yeah, they've got to prove it basically. They can't just blame it on that. They've got to actually give a reason why and give an acceptable explanation as to why it's caused it. So they can't just say, "Oh yeah, the third-party technicians fixed the disk drive and now it's got this issue, so we're not covering it." They've got to say, "Right, the technician has fixed the disk drive, and this is how it's caused this issue." That's basically what they've got to say. It's an issue that not a lot of people know about. How the manufacturers just claim that the warranty's void. Companies don't play fair. Yeah, but if you fight it, look, that's the problem. People don't know. Like, the general public don't know. That's the issue. But if you fight it, then you'll find 9 times out of 10 the manufacturer will fold, and they will decide not to try and fight you anymore. Like, you're entitled to open a device as long as it's not you that's damaged it. Right, so this is a customer's device. This is a customer's disk drive. I don't tend to fix these because these are really, really difficult to disassemble. Yeah, see, I don't think they're actually allowed to put warranty stickers on anymore either. I think they're illegal as well. Like, warranty void if removed. Pretty sure warranty void if removed is illegal now. Right, so this is the customer's daughter board. This has got to go into the new drive, or the replacement drive. Pop that to one side. But yeah, the Magnus and Moss Act, not a lot of people know about. That's the unfortunate thing. And that's why companies get away with it, because the public have not been made aware of it. Yeah. Well, apart from the Xbox, the bloody MOSFETs always fail. Astro, welcome. Ooh, I got a free disc in this disc drive. Hey. Sweet. What game have we got for free? Because this was a console I bought the other day. Let's find out what game we've got for free. You want to see a little trick to get your disc out? I'm going to take my multimeter probes and I'm going to hook them up to my bench power supply. Doesn't matter which way they go round. Do-da. Do-da. Doesn't matter which way they go round. Do-da-do-da-do. Xbox One XL has a power on off after a few seconds later issue. It was dropped. That could be anything, mate. It's hard to say on that. Right, it's not that way. So, positive on positive, negative on negative. And there you go. If you flip the leads around, it will try and take the disc back in. I've got it mixed up on the bench power supply. That's why I said positive was black, not red. I've basically put them opposite. What game have we got for free? Oh, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Is that any good? Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a free game. Is that a good game? I don't know. Yeah, that could literally be anything retro. Right, that come out of a console I bought the other day. Sweet. It's not bad. I don't mind free games. Not going to grumble. But yeah, if you just inject like 3 or 4 volts into that motor, it'll eject the disc for you. It's supposed to be decent, but I stopped paying attention to that series years ago after the first game. Yeah, I don't really have time for games anyway, but you know, it's a free game, so I'm not going to grumble. I am still working on that board that I've just took this console from, so I'm not going to scrap the board. Come on, soldering iron. Beep. Thank you. Put that back with the board so I know where it is. I'll probably lose it next week. Right, so this is a customer's board. This is going into this disk drive. Yoink. Black goes on the pad marked B. Red goes on R. You can transfer the motor out, by the way, but I just find it easier to desolder it. If you can't solder, then you can take the motor out. I just prefer this method rather than dismantling the drive. Bit of flux just to smooth out them joints. Game's worth £3 on CEX. It's just another test game to me. Damn you, Mr. Wire. Come on. Thank you. Do 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 do. You know what the funny thing is, even if this doesn't fix the disk drive issue, I'm not going to bother replacing the disk drive again. It's a waste of time. These disk drives don't really fail, so I can't see this fixing the issue, to be honest. I don't even know if this is the issue what it's been sent in for. That's the problem, there's nothing on the ticket. Won't be using for less than $100 charge. Yeah, I'll charge $65 when I use mine. So yeah, about the same, to be honest. They are very expensive machines. Not cheap when the heating elements fail as well, so yeah, it's pretty expensive. People wonder why BJ rework is expensive. Don't have $1,000 to buy one. Yeah, that's the problem. They literally are $1,000. That's the issue, mate. So they're not cheap at all. Right. Yeah, mine was supposed to be 800 British pounds, or around about $1,150. Luckily, I got mine cheaper. I got mine for £400, which was about $550 US, something like that. 550, 575. I don't know exact current conversions, but yeah, I paid a lot less for mine than it was worth. All good having the tools, I mean nothing without the without the skill to use it. That is true, but that comes with it. That comes over time. Like you practice and you develop the skills as you go along. I definitely did not have the skills to use my BGA machine when I first had it. I killed a lot of I killed a lot of boards. I practiced on a lot of donor boards. Probably about 15 or 20 donor boards I've got there, where I basically popcorn chips and stuff, getting the profile right. Why does that keep flickering off when I plug something in? What was that all about? Oops, didn't mean that. Double press the power button. Why did that camera flick off then? That was strange. So where are the new emojis? I'm waiting for them to be finished, mate. They're not finished yet. Still waiting. I made 2 more emotes. Let me know what do you think about them. Here we go. They're actually not bad. Get your balls out and say Freddy. That's what he made. What do you guys think? Any good? Drive sounded odd, did he? I didn't notice. I didn't notice, mate. Right, where's my FIFA 16 gone? Because that was the game I used to test it. Who the fuck is Freddy? Freddy is a meme. The real TheCod3r. There we go. Why is it? Oh, which controller am I using? There it is. There you go, that's working. Just needed a disk drive by the look of it. Don't know why that was sent to me. First one out of context. Yep. Yep. It's pretty funny, that first one is. Oh, I meant to reply to him. Let him know I look good. Where did I put my phone? Where did I put my phone? Who's nicked my phone? Come on. Give me my phone back, please. That's not even funny. Someone's nicked my phone. Where on earth have I just put that? I genuinely cannot see my phone. It's right in front of me. Oh, I'm losing my marbles. I've got to wait for this to install now, so... Sorry, someone messaged me the other day asking me about buying some PS4 Pros off him, and then he said he was going to have some. I offered him 50 quid each because it sounded like Renaissance was dead, and then now he's said he was going to have another look, and then now he's just offered him me again. So I'm wondering now what he's actually done to him, because why would he be offering me again now after he's had a look at him? So. I'm going to try and get back to work. Hopefully you can, mate. I'm right next to Xbox. You was right, mate. Yeah. Should I, 50 quid a console's not bad, is it? Shall I be cheeky enough for 80 quid for the two? What do you guys reckon? Shall I be cheeky? Two PS4 Pros. Ready to start. Right, this disk drive appears to be working. How badly do you need the PS4 Pros? I don't, to be honest. Yeah, this one's working now. Cool. I need to delete my profile. There you go. Don't try, don't get. Hensford. Ooh. Right, I just offered him 80 for the 2. See what he says. If he accepts, then great. And I'll use an excuse that I've got no fuel. Pop over around 9 PM if that's okay. He said yeah, 80 quid. 40 quid a console. There we go. I'll pay 40 quid a console for pros all day long. 40 quid, I'll get my money back on the disk drive. That's literally it. Get my money back on the disk drive and it's fine. Apparently they've both got disk drive issues, fuse issues. So because it's probably his fair attempt, I offered him 50 quid, but then I find it a little bit strange how he's messaged me now after like a week. If the chip isn't working, then yeah, you wouldn't be able to do anything with it. But you know, right, I need to give this a quick service. So little rule of mine is to put fresh thermal paste on if I take it apart for any reason. So I'm going to give it a quick service, quick clean out, and then this one's done. But yeah, I can't complain at 40 quid at console. Right, I'll move my phone out of the way now. If you send me your address, I'll drop you a message when I'm on the way. Yeah, I'm not going to grumble at 40 quid a console. That's a pretty good price, even if it's just for spare parts. And I'll make the money back off that easily. Easily make the money back off that. And if I can sell them, if I can fix them and sell them, I'll make 150 quid a console. No problem at all. Yeah, just swapping chips and hoping it'll fix the problem. Yeah, it's not. I mean, sometimes, but it depends. It depends. That depends on the situation. Like with swapping chips, it does depend on the situation. If you, let's say for example, you've swapping a chip because you just hoping it's going to fix a problem and you don't know why you're swapping the chip, then yeah, that I don't agree with. But if you've got a fault that you've seen before and you've associated it with a certain chip and you can't figure out any other reason why it might be, then that's a little bit different because you're not taking a guess, you're taking an educated guess based on past experience. So I would say, like, if it's a case where you're taking an educated guess, then sometimes it can be fine. But you know, if you're just literally guessing for the sake of guessing, then nah, I don't agree with that. can't just pull parts and guess. Look, for practice, yeah. For practice, you can find out what chip does what by just pulling the chips off and finding out what stops working. But, you know, in theory, when you're actually doing repairs, no, you can't. I've been guessing for 6 months. You're practicing, that's different. And you're buying your own stuff to practice on. I actually had a comment about the iPhone 6, iPhone 7 I was messing with last night about how I apparently made it worse. No, I didn't. It had no audio, and it's still got no audio. But the point is, it was my iPhone, and I can do what I want with it, which is exactly why I refused an iPhone job live on stream. I said no. No, I'm not doing an iPhone job for a customer because I'm not experienced. That is the bottom line. But yeah, I don't agree with practicing on customer stuff. But Wayne, you're doing it different, mate. You're learning on your own stuff, which is exactly how it should be. Unless it's just for like close friends and family who understand that you might have a chance of messing it up. You know, if they want to save a few quid and help you to practice at the same time, then that's different. But offering it as a service and pretending that you can fix it when you've got no clue, that is a big no-no in my book. Fix it till we break you. Yeah, I mean, if it's if you own it, then yeah, do what you want with it, mate. It's yours. Ow. Yeah, do what you want with it if it's yours, mate. It's like them laptops you gave me. I can do what I want with them because you gave them me. Like they don't belong to anyone now. It's the same with anything. If it's yours, who cares if you know what you're doing? Just have a crack. Have a crack and give it a whirl. Not gonna hurt. Right, where is my X-clamp tool? Where is my clamp tool? There it is. Still there from last night. Either practice or be willing to buy it if you break it. Yeah. Kind of, yeah. But at the same time, if that's got someone's data on it and it's not backed up, you can't practice on something that's got someone's data on it that's not backed up because there's a chance that you can lose the data. This has got a little bit of, that might just be overspin on the conformal coating, maybe. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else wrong with this. It appears to be working absolutely fine other than the disk drive. So I'm just going to build for the disk drive and send it back. I don't know what else I can really do with it, to be honest. There was no information on the ticket, that's the problem. Don't want to be the reason someone lost the data. Yeah, exactly, mate. Like imagine being the sole cause of someone losing like 5 years of baby pictures, like their firstborn's baby pictures or growing up pictures. Like I remember back in the day, my sister bought one of them fake USB sticks off eBay, and she transferred all the files over from a phone. 40-odd thousand pictures she transferred over of all the kids from a phone to this memory card. And then next time she went to plug it in, she went to plug it back in the same night, and all of the data was gone because it was one of them fake USB sticks that the firmware had been modified on to make it look bigger than it was. And she literally called me up in tears because she'd lost all the pictures from when her kids were growing up. She literally phoned me up in tears, begging me to go and do something to help her. Luckily, she hadn't overwritten the files on the memory card that they came off. So I was able to get the shadow copies for most of the pictures, and she didn't. She ended up losing about 5,000 pictures for stuff that I couldn't get. But basically, when you've got like a file system of any sort, really, it'll create the file, but when you delete it, it leaves a shadow copy. So it leaves a ghost, a digital ghost of the file. And using software, you can, a lot of the time, you can get that stuff back. I use some software called Recover by Piriform, which is free. And basically, that helped me to get them files back, and I got most of them back, luckily. And she's still got them now to this day. She learned from that mistake, though. I was watching a YouTube video last night. I was watching one of Lewis Rossman's videos, and an ad come on. And this ad was on about some fuel saver thing that plugs into your car lighter socket. Oh, I just burst out laughing at how gullible people must be to fall for it. It's a typical case of the placebo effect, where people think that they're getting something because someone else has told them it's true. But no, them fuel saver things don't work. Then we'll pass that. Yeah, I'll just burst out laughing at it, to be honest. So this is just a little extra that I always do for customers. Every time I take the console apart, if it's got to come apart for any reason, I'm taking the board out and I'm putting fresh thermal paste on and cleaning the vents out, cleaning the fan out and things like that. It doesn't take that much longer. Yeah, data recovery can be a pain in the ass. I'll do it on memory cards and USB sticks. You know, if people have damaged them, like damaged a USB stick or something, I'll do a data recovery on that. But I'm definitely not set up for clean room activities. Definitely not. Get in there. Right, let's give the ports a visual inspection. They all look good. Cool. Best recovery I've done with the data. Recovery sea water damage. Oh yeah, that can be a nightmare. Sea water. It's the salt in the water. Your mate's got one of those clean room cabinets. I'd love to get one because I'd start doing. I'd start learning that sort of stuff. I'd love to build one. Really, you only need a dust filter, a really good dust filter, and a sealed enclosure. Really, that's all you need. Is a decent dust filter and a sealed enclosure. Is it what's it called? What's it called, that dust filter? You can buy a dust filter. Is it a HEPA filter, or is that water? Literally no way to guarantee success. Yeah, the client thinks it'll never happen to them, so they expect results. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, HEPA filter. Yeah, I thought it was HEPA. Yeah, that's all you need is a good quality HEPA filter and a sealed enclosure. That's pretty much it. Like, if I ever build a big workshop, I would love to put one in, because really you only need what? Perspex, some sort of sealant, cooling to keep it to keep a controlled temperature, and a HEPA filter. That's pretty much it. Yeah, they're probably fairly easy to make. They're expensive, but they're probably fairly easy to make. Like, if you want to get a certified one, you obviously buy one pre-made. But in terms of making a homemade data recovery lab, it can't be that difficult. I'd love to make one. Start learning on hard drives and stuff. Like SSD stuff, I could technically do that. What you got planned for tonight, Wayne, when you stream, mate? What's on the docket, bud? It's a bit hard to actually make a decent HEPA filter. Yeah. I mean, make the cabinet and buy the filter. Yeah, I wouldn't make a HEPA filter. I'd just make a cabinet to fit around the HEPA filter and then just do it that way. It's definitely doable, that's for sure. 1S beep on and off. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, give it 6 months, mate. You won't be saying favourite. These are my pet hate. Ones that I've got absolutely no clue what is wrong with them, and I've got to sit there for half an hour just to test it. Look, I absolutely hate these because they just waste so much time. You get 3 of these a day and you've lost 3 extra jobs. Like, I could potentially lose, like, what, 250 quid getting 3 of these a day where I don't know what's wrong with it. Or what the symptoms are. And I could lose an extra 300 quid, 250, 300 quid in jobs. It's ridiculous. Because time is literally money. Right. Come on, Mr. Wires. Get into your clip. Get back on your clip. I hate these wires sometimes. But I like cables to be routed how they're meant to be routed when I put them back together. So basically that means, if I zoom in on that means routing them cables underneath them clips there. I know it's a bit of an OCD and it's unnecessary, but I like to do it anyway. It is pretty unnecessary to do though. You know what I hope? I hope that Wayne's beep on beep off means he's got to reboot all the RAM. That'd be hilarious. His first beep on beep off and he has to reboot all the RAM. That would be funny. Lots of headache consoles and me, mate. I've had a week of bad jobs. Last week was rough. I didn't earn a lot of money last week at all. But that's just part of the game. You know, some weeks you can earn $1,000 and then other weeks you won't earn nothing. Like, it's just the way it is sometimes. Like, I had a really good 2 weeks and then I had a really shit week. So it makes up for it. It balances itself out. One fix, one loss. Oh, okay. Fixing no Perry yesterday, keeping that for me. Nice. Nice. But here's the question. Was it beep on, beep off, or was it no Perry? Because beep on, beep off and no Perry are two completely different kettles of fish, mate. I'm not joking. They are two completely different kettles of fish, honestly. I do hope you actually get it working. Genuinely, it would be great to see, but you know, it's definitely a different kettle of fish altogether. Got another two coming on Monday. Yeah, you said you bought a load. I think you're nuts. I'll go an Xbox One X coming soon. That's for the challenge though. Should make a bit of profit. Hopefully. I do have a Project Scorpio case for sale, if anyone's after one. It's got a couple of scratches on it though. Like a Project Scorpio Xbox One X case. I'd take 100 pairs over one beep on and off, mate. Yeah, I really would. All of this is business stock, different ball game. Ah, yeah, that is very true. Do 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 do. That's a PS4 screw. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. I mean, the beep on beep off, it could be easy, it could be difficult. You never know until you get into it. I've got dust in my throat now. Travis, welcome, buddy. How's it going, mate? How you doing? Wrong way. Meant to be that way. Wayne, you sexy beast, you. What about me? It's not very fair, is it? Now I feel a bit left out. A little tip, do this one first because it's a pain in the arse otherwise. We got the power cable and moved it right up. Nice. Not sexy. Is that how it is it? That's not a fault, it's a feature. Not what Phil said. And here with me, I was going to get my balls out for you. Did you know someone got banned from Twitch once because he got caught masturbating on stream? True story. You are on pretty early. Yeah, Wayne's streaming at 8:45, so 8:45. So, I mean, it's 9:45 now. No, it's 5:45 now. So I've got a couple of hours left. And then I'm going to pick up two PS4 Pros for 40 quid each. It's a good price. And I'm going to bring them back here, and then when Wayne's finished streaming, I might stream and try and fix them. Just for shits and giggles. Do 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 do. Hey. Warranty sticker. Except I'm not a manufacturer. I will void your bloody warranty if you touch that sticker, mate. No, I actually wouldn't. Not gonna lie, I actually wouldn't. I would question it, but I wouldn't void it. Not just for that. Talking of warranty stickers, I've got some new ones somewhere, some different ones that I was going to check out. Huh. God knows. They're around somewhere. God knows. I don't know. I don't care. Right, there we go. Okay, anyway. You know, you ain't voiding nothing. Oh shit. Hey, fuck you, eh? Fuck you, eh? I'm about to go loco on your ass, fool. Don't know what that is, but let's delete it. Sarah will clean it properly. That's Sarah's job. Need to get a broken Xbox One X to see if you're smart enough to repair it. We're all smart enough to repair them, mate. It just takes a little bit of research and it takes a little bit of patience and a lot of strength because them screws are bloody sharp. Just sort of toss that ham in the frying pan. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to go and grab another console. This one's done. Simple disk drive replacement. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yoink. That sounds like a lot of work, Retro. Patience is a sting suit. Oh dear. Right. I shall be back in a moment, ladies and gents. I'm going to play an ad to annoy you all. You recently ran an ad. Did I? Well, I'm still going to run another one. Hello. Right. Bear with me a minute. Un momento. Un momento. So, I'm going to pop this disk drive that I've just replaced. So this was the customer's drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my daughter board in there because I'm still working on the console and I don't want to lose the daughter board. So I'm just going to pop my daughter board into it. And then that way I know where the daughter board is if I do manage to get the console working. There we go. Yoink. Yeah, it just makes more sense to just put it into this disk drive because then I know where my daughter board is. People, welcome, mate. Yeah. Jason's Electronics Repair, are you still here, by the way? I'm good, thanks, Fibble. Yeah, I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, so I'm just basically putting this back in here just to keep my disk drive, keep my daughter board safe. The disk drive is knackered, but if it keeps my daughter board safe, then I don't mind. I've seen him in chat for a bit. He's probably gone off, yeah. He's probably playing games with his son. He usually does on a Sunday. Right. Chuck that there. So I end up with so many screws on the desk. Haven't cleaned my mat since last night. Raid recovery all week. Nice. We was actually on about that earlier on, about data recovery. About how I want to try and set up an enclosure, a clean room enclosure to start messing with hard drives. Not for customers, just to mess, just to play. Have I completely fixed the Xbox One X from yesterday? Not completely, no. I did glue that white piece of plastic on the back, the IO shield. I glued that back on this afternoon, earlier on this afternoon, just before I started streaming, and then I've still got to replace the hard drive with a 1TB SSD and replace that connector as well for the sync button, which I'm yet to do. So I need to do that. Next door's dogs are off, lovely. Of course they am. Right. next up is going to be power banks. No, I'm not fixing power banks. I need to hook them up to my microphones, and then I can keep them charged while I'm streaming. Can't plug them into plugs because number one, that defeats the object of having wireless mics, and number two, a plug socket puts out dirty power whereas a power bank doesn't, so you get interference on a plug socket. So basically I'll just hook it up to a little power bank. I can stick that in my pocket and then I can keep my wireless mic charged. Stops it going dead on me. And I've got another one. That little one's my stepson's power bank. This one's mine. This Hue green one. This is a really good power bank, this is. Lasts forever. But then I hook that up to my other one and then it just stays on charge and it doesn't interfere with the audio quality at all either. So, yeah. They only last about 4 hours, these mics do. It kind of sucks. Oh dear. Right. One X. Doggy, yeah. Oh, I hate doing screens because of that speck of dust, mate. 51 viewers, nice. Welcome, everyone. If you're just coming in, assuming some of you know about the fact that you can subscribe with Twitch Prime, I'm going to shill. You know what? Stuff it. I'm going to shill. You can become a free sub with Twitch Prime, which supports me. And when I'm on 42 paid subscribers at the minute. When I get to 100, I'm going to attempt a CPU swap on a Nintendo Switch just for funsies. So if anyone's got Twitch Prime and you want to give me some free money, then I would appreciate it. And I'm going to be attempting a Nintendo Switch CPU swap when it gets to 100. So that would be pretty cool. Now you have to take it apart again. Yeah, so that's going to be fun when I get to 100. Oh, I've left my drink in the house. Oh. That sucks. Right. So this has been messed with by someone else. It's been a bit destroyed. So let me show you the ticket and what it says. So Xbox One X, it's got no display. Oh wow, what's going on with that light? It's got no display. It says customer's damaged sync button, doesn't want it repaired. So I'm under strict instructions to not repair the sync button. So yeah, that's had to was a lot of work. I can imagine, mate. Yeah. So apparently this has got no display. This has also been wrecked as well. So yeah, I'll try and clip that back in, but if I can't, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. The customer just wants the display fixing. Doesn't care about the rest of it as long as it turns on and displays and plays a game. Okay. It's not just the sync button that's broke. Power button's also broke. So let's just offer a disc up to turn it on. Oh, nice retro. Yeah, power button's also broke. I'll see what I can do about that, but whether or not I can actually sort it out for free, I don't know. We'll see. No signal. No signal. Cool. Yeah, okay. I can't even turn it off. I have to unplug it to turn it off. Okay. So, Xbox One X, no display. And also, the sync button's been ruined. Power button doesn't work. And the case has been bent up as well. So we'll see what we can do about getting it working. Oh wow. Really? What the yelp did they do to it? Not a clue. Can't get it off. You know what they've done? I'm going to tell you exactly what they've done here, and I guarantee the gold screws on the front panel are not plugged in. Guarantee it. Gold screws are not plugged in, not screwed in on the front panel. I bet you. There's no way of getting this off without risking damage. No way at all to get this off without risking damage. It's jammed because it's stuck on the power button. That's why the power button's not working, because it's not sitting in there right. I guarantee that this is what's happened. I'm trying to get to the front panel so I can unclip it. Oh, hang on, I can see one screw. Middle one's missing. End one's in there. What? I can see the screws. The hell have they done to this? This is going to wreck the case. It's going to wreck the case. I think I got it. Wow. What have they done? Why? Why have they put a gold screw where that goes? Why? Please don't tell me they've done what I think they've done. No, never mind. Them screws go all the way through on a 1X. So it hasn't. It shouldn't have long screwed it. Seriously though? Seriously? Why would you put that screw in there? They've done the silver one as well. From this side. Why would you even screw it in? You broke the connector. Why screw it in? Seriously. If you broke your connector already, why screw it in? I don't understand the logic. Your connector's obviously already broke. More to the point, where have your screws gone? I'm just ranting, guys. But I have one screw. Yeah, I have screws. Must put somewhere. Yeah. Like, I just don't understand why they would do it. It don't make any sense. If you've broke your connector already, then yeah. Lol. That's all I'm going to say is lol. Do you want to see how long those screws are meant to be? And see what you've put in there? Lol. L. O. L. I've got a feeling I'm going to find the two screws for this on the other side. I've got a feeling I'm going to find the other two screws on the other side of the case. See, I'm okay because I know where all the screws go, but the thing is, it's just, yeah. Got a screw missing there as well. Long silver screw. Yeah, if you've got nowhere to safe to put the screws, just put them in a pot. Put them in a cup. Chinese tub. Anything. Just to stop you losing them. Opening a rat's nest of hurt. Yeah. Probably am, mate. Yeah, you can put them in an envelope, yeah. And mark where they need to go. Or little sealer bags or something. I'll just stick them in a pile because I know where the screws go, but yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'll send it to someone who knows what to do in the first place. I'm still waiting for him to do that, haven't we? There's a screw missing there as well. Take a post-it note, right where it goes, flip it over. Yeah. I'm a little bitch, so you're still sticking to your trolling duties. Yeah, that's fine. You go off and don't complain. Oh dear. Anyway. LOL. LOL. LOL, I was right. Why do you do it to me? That's the wrong screw. That's the one to go inside the sink connector. The sink connector. And so is that one. And so is that one. Why do you do it to me? Why do you do it to me? They've wrecked the foam on their disk drive as well. They've wrecked the foam on their disk drive as well. As well. As well. I'm not sure what that means, Triple. Just assume the customer doesn't understand anything. Exactly. Yeah. Assume that the customer doesn't understand and then just try and explain things in layman's terms. Yeah. I try not to be too condescending when it comes to explaining things. I try to explain in a way they're going to understand, but at the same time to not be intimidating towards them, because if someone doesn't understand something, they instantly take offence and start going on the defensive, and they start to get intimidated by what you're saying. So, yeah, I tend to try and explain it in a manner where they're not going to feel like they're being belittled, but at the same time, they're not going to feel like you're throwing big words at them to confuse them. Because chances are, if the customer's sending it to you, then they probably don't know what they're doing, because otherwise they would be fixing it themselves. So, yeah, I'll just try to... what kind of thermal paste is that? That's not factory. That's not a factory retimer. What kind of thermal paste is that? That's disgusting. Surprised I haven't ever come across a console with cheese on it for the thermal paste. Ugh, that's disgusting though. Yeah, last gen is PS4 and Xbox One there, yeah. These are generally still viable to repair though at the minute. Until they go down below like £60–70 to buy, then they're generally going to be repairable, viable to repair. Even then, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to repair them, as long as the customer is willing to pay it. But we'll start seeing more PS5s and Xboxes soon. Right, just clean off that thermal paste. Get rid of it. Right. Okay, so Come on, focus. Focus. Is that a factory HDMI port? I think it might be. Looks like a factory port to me. Yeah, that's a factory port. I don't need to do another test on them. Definitely a factory port. Actually, there is a factory HDMI retimer as well. Yeah, it looked a bit shinier than that, but it must have just been the light. Well, yeah, that's definitely definitely factory. All right, so what I'm going to do first then, first trick up my sleeve is going to be to check C50. I'll show you that in a sec. C50 generally tells me whether it's the retimer or not. So, if you bear with me a second. So I'm in resistance mode, and I'm going to pop one probe on ground, the other probe on C50, which is this cap. Well, it's not actually C50. Actually, it might be because, yeah, it is C50. That's C58 down there. So C50 is this one, and we get. Come on, give me a reading. 111 ohms to ground. That's not normal. So we're supposed to expect around about 3k on that. So that's got a really low resistance to ground. It's giving me 111 ohms. We're supposed to be getting around 3k. So retimer is definitely bad. I'll just show you that on the normal camera, just to show you that. So one probe on ground, other probe on C50, 111.5 ohms. And that is no good. That is no good at all. So I'm going to change the retimer or redriver, whatever you want to call the thing. I'll just call it a retimer, it's easier. Okay, so hot air 460 degrees Celsius, 40% airflow. FF7R, is that Final Fantasy 7 Remastered? Yeah, the remake, yeah. There we go. Old retimer removed. I just grab my box of bits and I shall grab a new retimer. A new retimer. Yoink. Do 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 do. Pin number 1 is bottom left. There, get back on your bloody pads. Or is it the retimer? No, it's generally down to people constantly plugging and unplugging the console, the HDMI cable. Okay, when this flows, surface tension is going to pull it in. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on. You didn't see my tweezers there. That was just an illusion. Okay. Just an illusion. My tweezers wasn't really there. It was just an illusion. It's nice. Nice to meet you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's nice to meet you. Get this flux off. Yeah, baby. There we go. Inspection. Perfect. Perfect. This is why I don't change the solder. It's not needed. Perfect. That means this one's going to be lined up as well on this side. Yep. Cool. That will do, mate. So now we can check that C50 resistor again. And we should get somewhere in the range of around about 3K. But it's going to be a bit lower because the board's still a bit warm. So it's going to be a bit messed up. Resistance is, in fact, it might be higher. Damn it. I will get a good connection on it. 1.8K. 1,800 ohms and increasing because the board is cooling down. So that is well within range. Let me make sure I didn't damage that bloody capacitor. Yeah, it's fine. That's the problem with really thin probes. They slip off really easy. Usually I'll be doing that under the microscope, but I wanted to show you the multimeter readout, so it's all good. So 3K is more along the lines of, well, 2K is fine. It's not what I expected exactly, but it is fine. And there's a little nick in the HDMI port, but it's not anything I'm going to concern myself over. So you can see a little bit of something there. So I'll contact Console Repair London. I'll ask him whether he wants me to change it. But to be honest, with what the customer said about don't fix the sync button and whatever else, then chances are he's not going to want that doing as long as it displays. So I'm going to leave it because I don't work for free. Right, quick question. Test first or full ham? Test first or full ham, put it back together before testing. I'll leave it up to you guys. Some customers are total cheapskates. I don't think it's about cheapskate, it's about the fact that the consoles are devaluing now. So, yeah, test first, okay. I do need to secure it in. So certain things I need to screw down just to keep it safe. Xbox One X is still like $300 to $400. Are they really? They're around about $160 over here, pound, which is about what, $200, $220. PS4 Pros around about the same, I think. They are still, you know what? I don't even understand why people are upgrading to the Series X and the PS5, because the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X are still absolute beasts. They are beast consoles. They will still run any game, or rather at least most of them. So I don't understand why people are worried over it. I'm happy with my Xbox One X. More than happy. The way I do this, by the way, if you drop the power supply in, sort of slot it in, and then, well, that's been damaged. Never mind. Kind of expected it, to be honest. There we go. But yeah, if you just connect up the power supply and then screw this in before you put the fan down, then it's going to make your life a million times easier in terms of putting it back together. Even if you just screw one screw in just to hold it in, it's fine. Just Do it before you put the fan on, because otherwise you're going to have a world of trouble putting it back together. Pre-order the limited edition Halo. Nice. I've got the Project Scorpio case, mate. I took it off last night to put a limited edition. I paid £45 from a YouTube viewer from an Xbox One X, and it's got a limited edition. I've put a limited edition robot white case on it. Right, I'm just going to put these screws in just to keep them on. And I'm going to put the screw in the right place as well. Played it yet? No, I haven't had a chance. I don't really play them, to be honest. I just collect them. But yeah, that's why I do that first, because it makes it easier. Just makes it easier. Plastic clips fell off the caddy. I also screw a couple of these down, keep the hard drive safe. So I can test it before I put it fully back together, but I can't leave. Well, I can leave the board fully out, but I can't leave the board fully out of the case. I can't leave the hard drive and the power supply unscrewed, and the APU if I put it into the case, because I don't want it falling out everywhere. So I'll just put a couple of screws in here and there and just keep it safe. Stops it falling out and causing me to have to replace parts. Right, that is no good anymore because it's wrecked. And that is how it sits when it's inside the housing. It's actually upside down inside the housing. Right. Last two screws and then I can test it. So I can test it outside the case, but I'd rather test it in the frame. Cool. HDMI. Turn it on. Still not working. The retimer was definitely bad, but we've still got no display. Well, that's a new one. Let me just make sure he doesn't shut down after 30 seconds. They did appear okay, mate, yeah. But they did look a little bit damaged. I've looked inside the port, mate, but it did look a tiny bit damaged, but not enough to concern me that it would stop it displaying. I'm just going to see if it shuts off after 30 seconds. It's actually been on more than 30 seconds now, so it's not the hard drive. I didn't check the ESD, mate, because the encoder was reporting bad. The encoder was reporting as 112 ohms, well, 111.5 ohms on C50, which is a sign of a bad encoder. Tested it again afterwards and it was 1.8K, which is normal. Well, normal for the fact that the board was warm. Right, definitely on the right input source. Still no display. Yeah, still no display. Right. Okay, let me connect up a case. So I can try and do a display settings reset. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to. The connector's physically damaged there as well. It's all been literally ripped off. I'm not going to get that back in there either. I was going to connect up a sync button. I need the sync button to be able to do a display settings reset. Customer don't want that fixing, so I'm going to have to desolder all them pins now. Damn it. That sucks ass. So you might have to fix it. Nope. Not fixing it. I won't get paid for it, mate. I'm going to have to desolder these pins though. I'm going to have to take these pins off. I've been told not to fix the connector under any circumstances. So all I can do with the connector, because I haven't got any new connectors, and it also needs, doesn't only need a connector, it needs the actual board, the actual sync board as well. But I haven't got any replacement connectors, and it doesn't just need that, like I said. And the connector alone on the board itself is £25 just to buy. I can't even do it for free because I can't afford to do it for free. I would basically be working for what, 25 quid? I'm not doing that. But like I said, I have got to remove these pins. I was going to put one of my own sink connectors on just to fix, just to try and do a display settings reset, but like I said, I can't even do that now. Damn it. I'm going to have to use hot air to get them pins off. It probably is the ESD IC. These things are a pain in the arse to get off. Yeah, see, I can't even connect up my own sync board. The problem is, if it is ESD IC, I don't have any because you can't buy them. The only way to get them is to buy a donor board and reboard it. So the problem with that would be the fact that I would have to buy a donor board to fix it just to be able to connect up the sync button, because I'm not willing to take one off my own board just to try and get this working. I'm not going to destroy one of my own boards just to get it working. Definitely not. So, yeah. Well, that sucks ass, doesn't it? Well, them pads are good. So, if anyone does want to replace them in the future, yeah. Right, let's just try cleaning out the port just to make sure it's not that, because I have had that troll me before. Where's my spray bottle gone anyway? I haven't seen it for a while. Never mind. I'll just clean out the port. I can try replacing the port to see if it's that. Coupled with a crap HDMI cable. Yeah, this is actually a high quality cable though. This HDMI cable. It is a high quality cable, so it's definitely not my cable. My cable works 100%. I'm just going to see if it displays. No signal. I don't think it is the port. I'll take it apart. I'll have a look, but I don't think it's a port, because if you look at the port, if I zoom in on that port, like, yeah, it's got a little nick in the port, but other than that, hey, focus. The filters are passive, mate. It would work with or without them. You can see a little nick in the port in the corner, just there. But that's not going to stop it from working. Yeah, I don't think that's going to stop that from working. Yeah, so basically the filters, there's a trace underneath. You're not put a bad retimer on? No. I've tested that cap afterwards, mate, and it's fine. It's reading fine. So it's very doubtful it's going to be the retimer. I can try another retimer, but again, I think I'm just wasting my time on it. I haven't had any issues with retimers up to yet. Not from this supplier, anyway. Yeah, I know, it is a thought, yeah. I'm going to give Cody a kiss goodnight. Alright, let me just get these screws out and then I will. Un momento. Wayne's going to be streaming soon anyway. What time are you streaming, Wayne? Are you still here, mate? Daddy duty, yep. Oh yeah, this is a PS4, mate, yeah. This is an Xbox, mate, yeah, not a PS4. I'm going to leave them ones in. I can get the board out without that. Ugh. Foam came off the case. Ugh. What's the betting that was the perfect amount of thermal paste? Yep. Of course it was. Alright, well, we will find out when I get back from giving my son a good night kiss. I shall be back in 2 minutes. Have you got a life support machine? I wish. Hello. We're back with the coffee. Do. Yeah, I've been here for a while, mate. Yeah. I was just saying goodnight to my son. Right. I need to contact Wayne. Except I don't know where I've put my phone again. I keep losing it. I need to find out what time Wayne is streaming. I've got my phone. It's here. I need to find out what time he's planning on streaming because I don't want to clash. What time you love? Really? So what time you leave? There we go. Okay, so what did you miss in the last hour? This Xbox One X trolling me. Right, let's inspect this. So I've already replaced. If you need catching up on this, I've already replaced the V timer, and it's still not displaying. Now, what I was saying about the EMI filters, if you remove these filters, they are complete. The circuit is still complete. So these filters not failing or becoming open line wouldn't affect it at all because the circuit would still be there, or the path would still be complete rather. Yeah, so I could try replacing the retimer again. It's soldered on great. There's no issues there. Let me just double check that resistance and see if that's changed. See if it's blown it again, because if it has, then it's going to be probably needing a HDMI chip as well. No, I'm getting 3K. Sorry, hang on a minute. 8K and increasing, what? 9.3K, that's high. That's very high. Why is it giving me 9.3K of resistance? I don't think it's a retimer, mate. But it is odd how it's giving me 9K of resistance. Coxie, welcome. Right, so I'll try changing the retimer again, but I can't see why it would be. Do you want to drop it? I don't think so. Popping off for dinner. No worries, mate. I'll probably be off when you get back, to be honest. Because Wayne's going to be streaming at, I think, 7:45. So, yeah, I'll probably be gone when you get back. Good. And good, that's sorry. So it's going to be good. Yeah, Wayne will be on YouTube, mate. Yeah. Alright, let's check resistance on this again, see what it gives now. Well, I would if I didn't unplug my battery. Okay, resistance. 1.6k and increasing. Expecting that because, well, you can't even see it, but 3.8k. Still increasing though. I've only ever had these read 3k, so I don't think it's the retimer. I have got a feeling it's the port. And if it's not the port, it's the ESD IC. The only way to know that is to change the port. I can't change the ESD IC because, like I said, we can't buy them. So, if it's not the port and it's not the chip, the retimer, then we're in a whole world of trouble. Because it means it's not going to get fixed. Not without bypassing it, and if you bypass it, you're never getting 4K to work again, so it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Right. I'm just going to test it out the case with just the hard drive and the front panel. Because if not, then I'm going to be taking it. If not, then I'm going to be taking the HDMI port off. So let's just plug in the heatsink and fan, the fan and power supply. See what happens. Shall we? Yeah, there's a link in chat, guys, if you're not familiar with Wayne's channel. He'll be streaming an Xbox One S. Power on and off issue after I get done here. Highly recommend checking him out. Hello, Luna. Luna's just come to say hi. Luna's my cat, by the way. Come on. Come on then. Come say hi to the people. No? Everybody said they'll subscribe if you come and say hi. Nah, she's fucked off. She gone. Oh dear. Right. HDMI cable. Turn it on. Nope. Well, The only other thing it can possibly be is a HDMI port or the ESD It's a controller. It is. So I'm going to put that other chip back in my box because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Oh shit. So let's get a new HDMI port installed then. We have around about 30 minutes. Should be plenty of time. That encoder there was bad. That was the customer's encoder. That was bad, definitely. He was giving me 112 ohms, which is definitely a faulty encoder. But if I can't get this working, these chips are becoming scarce. So if I can't get this working, that chip is coming back off because they're getting hard to get. So, yeah. Right, okay. So, let's get the HDMI port off then. I'm going to use something just to hold that up with. Actually, that's probably not going to support it, so... Ow, that's hot. No, don't turn on while I'm trying to take the frigging nozzle off. There you go. Let me move that out of the way. So... how they're getting hard to get. Major chip shortages. Can't buy them from distributors anymore. They have to come from AliExpress, and they're going up in price. Yeah, he's live streaming a repair. Yeah. Right. There you go. Port removed. No, it's just that with the COVID situation and them not having enough staff to keep the production line going, it's basically just getting more difficult to actually get them. Right, I need my solder sucker. I'm gonna have to find that. I haven't used it for a while. Don't really do that many HDMI ports these days. It's around somewhere. Come out, wherever you are. There she is. He's gone live now. Is he live? Oh, okay. There you go. Brand spanking new port. Cool. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. Port is secure. Right then. Damn cable's twisted again. Couple of little blobs in key spots. Come on, Mr. Solder. You don't want to be on there. I don't like to wick them away. So I'll just drag it off instead. Even if it takes longer. Just keep dragging it off and then just keep cleaning the tip. Eventually it comes clean. And you end up with perfect joints. Or at least it should. Just being stubborn, yeah. Come on, I know you're hiding. Nah, stuff it. I'll wick the last bit away. Can't be bothered to keep doing it. What UV LED do you use for solder mask? It's a 405, so 405 nanometer. So 405 nm. N for November, M for Mike. UV laser. Just a generic one. There's no brand name to it. Just a generic one off eBay for like £6 or £7, something like that. Right, let's give that a clean. Yeah, 405 nm, yeah. That's the one, mate. Just give these pins a nudge test and just make sure that they're all soldered down nicely. But they should be. Yeah. Good. 18 and 19 short. Yes, might be. Might be, yeah. Good eyesight, mate. Good eyesight. Should be good now, though. Bit more IPA. How did he spot that? Yeah. 50-inch monitor. Jesus. You must be loving this in 4K then, yeah? Like, well, I know the stream's not in 4K, but it's downscaled from 1080. It's downscaled to 1080 from 4K. Like, the source is 4K. You must be loving this. You must be loving the 4K resolutions. It feels big, balls look big on that. Anything looks big on 50-inch. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's 1080p. It's streaming in 1080, but it's but everything's downscaled from 4K. Look, basically, the source is 4K. Like, the cameras, they're 4K, and they're outputting in 4K, but then it's just shrunk down to 1080p because it gives it more clarity in the image. So you can get down and dirty with the you can get down and dirty with the components and see pretty much everything. Like, you're not going to get that kind of clarity on 1080p alone. Like, downscaling is much better than streaming. Like, because I could save some resource usage. I mean, with my input sources being 4K, I'm still only using 2.2% CPU usage right now. So it's like, yeah, downscaling from 4K to 1080p is much better than streaming in 4K because it does give that extra bit of clarity on the picture, and it uses a lot less resources as well. But that's why I wanted 4K, not for the sake of filming 4K videos. It was literally for the sake of knowing that I can zoom in, I can crop, I can I can really get a nice clear picture with 4K, and then just shrink it down to 1080p. I'm just adding a little bit more thermal paste there. I'm not going to clean it off, it's fresh. But yeah, there we go. New port and new HDMI retimer. So if it still don't work, then it's going to be the ESD IC, and there's going to be nothing more I can do, unfortunately. Let's hope it was that. Let's just clean out the HDMI port and my cable at the same time, just to make sure. So there's isopropyl alcohol on the port, on the toothbrush. That's what's cleaning it. Yeah, but I can do that, and it still gives me a fairly clean picture. Like, it's a bit distorted being zoomed in, but still gives me a fairly decent zoom. It has coil wine. I've never come across that, mate, to be honest. I've never come across coil wine, unfortunately. So I wouldn't even know what coils with the culprit. Is it the power supply, or is it the console itself that's causing the coil wine? If it's the power supply, then I would recommend just changing the power supply. I wouldn't recommend messing with them, personally. I wouldn't fix the power supply on it. I would just replace it, because that can be dangerous. Alright, let's hope for the best, eh? It's the console. I mean, like I said, I've never come across it. I don't know if it'll cause an issue, but I imagine over time it probably would. Could give the ESD a quick clean. Do you mean the ESD IC? That gets clean when I'm cleaning the rest of it. I'll just scrub it with the toothbrush. So yeah, that wouldn't make any difference, unfortunately. It all just gets scrubbed together, basically. Let me just clean my HDMI cable. It's definitely not my cable, because I tested it on the last console. It was working perfect. You do get some flux in there sometimes. A little tip, if you want to save money on cables, buy yourself some angled HDMI connectors like these here. If you want to save money on cables, buy some of these. You know why? Because rather than breaking your entire cable, like this here is a 5 meter cable. It's not cheap. They're not cheap cables. They're cheap, but they're not cheap. If that makes sense. So literally, buy yourself some angled connectors, or even some straight connectors, and just literally, all you got to do then is just connect the connector up to that, like that, and no, that won't stop your cables breaking. Or rather, it won't stop it breaking the port, but it'll stop it damaging this part of the cable, because when this gets damaged, you get like 6 of these in a pack for a £5. So when this gets damaged, you just replace this, and then your cable's pretty much as good as new. No, I don't use them on these cables, but I do use them on my microscope. I use them on my microscope for a different reason. The reason I use them on the scope is to stop the cable from pulling on the port. Because obviously, if you've got your HDMI, your microscope camera, so like microscope camera's there, if that's coming down like that, that's a constant strain on the port. So I use them angled connectors to stop the port from straining, stop the cable from straining the port. So I'll just literally plug them in, and then I can just plug them in there, and then it's moving downways instead of being instead of putting any kind of strain on the port itself, because my last microscope camera, the port got damaged. So I use angle connectors for these now. Right, give it a whirl. I will try plugging in another hard drive in a minute, just in case. But I don't know if it's going to be that. It's doubtful. Still not displaying. It's the ESD. It's got to be the ESD, I see. Got to be the ESD, I see. So whatever happened just took out the port, the ESD IC and the HDMI encoder, which sucks because I can't buy them. I will try plugging in another hard drive, but it's very doubtful because it's not turning off. It is possible though. Refresh the page and chat message disappeared. Yeah, it does that on Twitch. It sucks for that. Right, so I will try plugging in another hard drive, but like I said, it's not switching off after 30 seconds, so it's not impossible, but it's not likely. I mean, what are the chances of the the HDMI chip and the hard drive failing? I know this is a wrong CAD, it's fine. As long as the hard drive fits. Well, you know the old saying, if the shoe fits, wear it. So let's see what happens. Can I plug in the other HDMI? What do you mean? Not sure what you mean there, mate. Do you mean the other HDMI port? Because that's a HDMI input port, not a HDMI output. Yeah, it's not the hard drive. Oh, hold on, it's just gone into safe mode, so it might... Let's see if it wants to display. Because if it's in safe mode, it'll be in 640 by 480, so that'll tell me whether or not it's just on the wrong HDMI settings. But that's in safe mode right now. The light just flickered to tell me it's gone into safe mode, and it's still not displaying. So yeah, that's going to be the SDIC. There's nothing I can do with it. I can bypass it. I have done it before, but 4K will never work again. And yeah, that's something I'm going to have to get permission for, because I don't have any ESDICs available. As you can see, it's already been removed from that donor board, and the other donor board I've got as well, it's been removed as well. So sucks, but nothing I can do. Right, Wayne is streaming in 4 minutes, so I'm going to post a link to his channel. If anyone wants to go and check him out, it will be absolutely awesome. If you're new to Twitch, I noticed we've got a few more viewers today than normal on Twitch. Welcome. If you want to support me, then you can use your free Twitch Prime on me, if you want to do that. And you can become a Twitch subscriber. I may as well shill. Why not? Wayne's Noob Repair UK. I'm going to get his channel link and let me post that to Twitch. Why is my keyboard not working? Oh, don't be a bitch. Copy and paste that. See you guys on the other side. Yeah, I'll be hanging out. there you go. So there's a link to Wayne's channel in the chat. There's actually 2 links. Yeah, like I said, if you're new to Twitch, welcome. And if you do want to support what I do, then you can hit subscribe. And you can become a Twitch Prime subscriber for free. Just by linking your Twitch account. So, yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. I am going to head off. I'm going to have something to eat. And then I'm going to go and buy a couple of PS4s. I might stream later on if I get these PS4s, depending on what time Wayne finishes. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll see you all later. Enjoy Wayne's stream.